Hello, we are the Wisest Wizards. I am Coffee Doug.
And I'm Mike Waterpipe.
Brian Pancake Hat.
And of course, we are here to review the movie Watchmen and do our very first giveaway. We're doing a giveaway this time. Good to see you.
We're giving stuff away.
What are you drinking? Let's start off. Miller Lite. I'm drinking a Coors Light.
I wish I could make a Coors appear in front of me.
Oh, yeah. I got you covered. It's coming. Go ahead.
Okay. What we did is we all saw Watchmen in theaters.
I created
and then he created it, and then we decided to buy the DVD. The director's cut just got released, so we decided to buy that, and we're going to review that as well. And because our fans are so great, we are going to give away a Blu-ray edition of the DVD.
The director's cut.
Yeah, of the movie to somebody very special. And then we will also give you the graphic novel which it was based on. We'll talk about this graphic novel a little bit. So
you get both.
Yeah, the way the contest is going to work is you need to go to our channel and subscribe to us, and then just leave a post about our review or about the movie or anything, just a random post under the video. And we are in 10 days, about
10 days.
Probably 10 days, we will randomly choose someone to do the number thing on the computer. Explain.
We're going to pick a random number generator on the computer, so if there's 500 comments, we'll pick a random number between 1 and 500, and that person will win.
And then we'll announce the winner, and we will send these two items to you.
Instantly.
So no charge. Instantly. They'll just appear. He'll teleport them.
You guys want to see my dick?
You can teleport your dick to random vaginas around the country.
Well, there you go.
All right, the first thing we might as well start talking about is the movie. Obviously, the theatrical version and the director's cut had a lot of differences. Do you have any? Do you want to talk about that at all?
Well, not so much differences as
no spoilers,
as just the stuff that they added in. But it did change the plot at certain points.
Yes.
You know? Well, I guess there were scenes that were filmed different, like. If someone is thinking about something that happened in the past, they would just flash right to it, whereas in the director's cut, maybe they take the scenes from the past and make that an actual scene instead of someone talking about it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but what I'm basically saying is that they constructed everything differently, and I guess this was how the director originally thought that the movie would appear in theaters, and then I'm sure he had to cut it, and was told to by Warner Brothers, because it's a 3-hour movie with the director's cut.
I feel like the additions, the director's cut, were good. I feel like they were kind of necessary to have them. Not necessary. Watching the theatrical, you got everything you needed, but the director's cut is worth it.
Yeah,
for the additional
definitely.
Scenes in it. They have a lot more. The main one is there's a lot more of the older version of Night Owl. Mm-hmm. There was a lot more with him, and that was in the graphic novel that was left out of the theatrical. So I think a lot of people really appreciated that they put that in the director's cut.
I think there could have been more dick scenes.
He wanted more of his penis on that screen.
Blue dick or just dick?
Blue dick.
Blue dick?
You wait till you see it on Blu-ray.
Blu-ray's going to have some really blue dick.
It blew your mind. Guarantee it.
Zack Snyder directed this. You'll know him from 300 and one of my favorite movies, Dawn of the Dead. Which brings me to you talking about the opening of this movie. Dawn of the Dead has one of my favorite openings of all time.
The remake.
Johnny Cash. The remake. So, the opening of this movie.
The opening of Watchmen is, it might be my favorite part of the entire movie. That's not to say it's a bad movie and goes downhill from the beginning, but just the way that they open the movie, and then the quick cut scenes that they do throughout the credits, with the music that they have going over. It's Bob Dylan's... not Time of Your Life, that's Green Day.
Times are a change.
Yeah. But really well done. And the way that they had a lot of scenes of things that actually happened in our history and how they would have changed if there were superheroes around at the time was something that I thought that they really filmed well. And it looked like the people were statues and they'd be barely moving, but sometimes stuff behind them would be moving a little faster. I don't know how they... We looked at some of the extras, and to see like how bright it was when they were filming it, and then how dark the movie turned out, is I guess a credit to the director. It really turned out as a very dark movie, and the whole style throughout the entire movie didn't change.
Yeah, no, it was I like how you mentioned the soundtrack because a lot of people are kind of bitching about the music in the movie. I liked the music.
Oh, the music was amazing.
The music was amazing.
Yeah, it's stuff that you would know, and I think that's why people... You're a big music guy. You're just a big guy in general.
I know.
So.
You guys want to see my dick?
What did you... So you like the soundtrack, you really want to listen to it.
I really want to...
The soundtrack's good. Not all the music from the movie makes it on there, but the main hits make it.
Oh, so, really?
Yes, there's some background music in bars and stuff.
99 Red Balloons didn't make it.
99 Red
Well,
Balloons.
I already have that in both forms.
Well, just because you mentioned extras, I want to hit that point now. I was kind of disappointed in the extras on the DVD director's cut, but the Blu-ray director's cut, which you'll be getting...
Which we didn't even get to see because we don't have a Blu-ray
We don't have a Blu-ray player. We just bought this for you, whoever wins it. But it apparently has a lot of special features. It's got Zack Snyder...
I guess throughout the entire movie, he's over on the side, like, talking about it.
Yeah, he'll talk about the movie, how they made it, he'll cut in, so that ought to be pretty cool. So
let us know how that is. You can review for us.
Compare the graphic novel to the movie. Now, you're a big comic book person, as am myself, but you probably know Watchmen much better, the graphic novel.
Well, as a big comic book person, saying that I like the movie more than the graphic novel is, like, sacrilegious. But it is true.
People have to understand that this graphic novel, for those of you that have just watched the movie, it's like groundbreaking. Everyone talks about this. They teach it in colleges. Like
I took a course in college where I had to read it, which I already had, but I reread it for the course, and I love it. It's fantastic. But one of the big differences, again, no spoilers, is the ending, and I think that's the biggest controversy of the movie. Is they completely changed the ending of the movie rather than what actually happened in the graphic novel. I personally liked the ending better, and that doesn't go over well with comic book fans usually, so I think I'm one of the...
You know what part of the movie I liked is the director's cut. I looked at the display. It is exactly 1 hour and 13 seconds. If you pause it there, that's my favorite time of the movie.
1 hour and 13 seconds into the director's cut. Pause it. That's your favorite scene. So remember that. Go to 1 hour and 13 seconds. Mm-hmm. And how did you feel about it being because it is most people would view it as a comic book You haven't read the graphic novel.
No.
So it's a comic book superhero movie. What did you get from it?
Well, I did get a full body tattoo of myself.
Okay.
It is very good.
It inspired you so much that you just want to look like this forever.
I do.
Like that tiger guy off the Discovery Channel.
You know what? I'll never lose my dream, but it seems this time that I'll be such a long way from any rainbows that I might see my dream is fading.
Do you feel like people will think you're a Smurf?
No. I feel like Big Bird and Follow That Bird.
Was that song lyrics or poetry?
That was song lyrics.
That's all I got. The way I read the graphic novel, it was hard for me to read. I actually, because I don't read well. But the movie, the thing I liked about it being a comic book fan, is I felt like it was a huge crossover event. I felt like it was a bunch of different movies going on at once.
Yeah.
And then they all came together. Not like Crash or anything like that intertwines at the end. It's like a bunch of different characters in their own comic book, and then they come together at the end. That's what I felt like. And then the
That's true. Rorschach's story was epic, and Dr. Manhattan's story was massive.
Well, to be honest
full
with
of
you,
cock.
But to be honest with you, Rorschach's was my favorite. You would think that I would enjoy my own story, but
you liked the comedian a lot.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could gun down people.
The characters have a lot of depth, but you do have to remember going in, it is somewhat of a superhero movie. It's going to be like, there are fake scenes, things that would never happen in the real world, but the meaning of the movie and what the writer of the graphic novel and the director are trying to get across to you has nothing to do with superheroes. There's an underlying tone the whole time. And
how do you think this movie did publicly? Did other, like, non-comic book fans, do you think they enjoyed it? My experience is that they did not.
Okay, I talked to a few that did, but most of the people I do usually like movies like that.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
I didn't talk to anybody that never reads comics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My grandma hated it. I don't know what her...
I thought all females would love this movie.
Well, I mean, there was, as much boobs. I mean, as much penis as there was. I was hoping I would.
Did you just confuse boobs and penis?
I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, I just wish there was more other nudity. I know CGI.
Well, that brings me to my
You
point that I
wanted
wanted to talk to
I
about
wanted
you.
Bush, that's
Let's talk about
For 4 more years.
Or,
not-
or lack thereof.
We're not going to go into depth about every character, but let's say that one of the most fascinating characters, the one you'll like the best, the Silk Spectre 2, the girl played by Malin Ackerman, I think is her name. But talk about the sex scene with
Melanoma?
her. You do get to see her boobs in it, and they're pretty fantabulous.
They
so
are
talk about the sex scene with the music.
Wow, the sex scene and the music. That's a big one. I don't...
In the ship?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just back off. I made the movie.
Okay.
Make me blow you the fuck up. I shouldn't be cursing.
What did you think about the sex scene?
With his mind.
Yeah, the sex scene was great, very passionate, and it only makes me wish that I had sex that way. I don't listen to music, I don't make a sound. Just enjoy it.
It's a superhero porno.
It is. Well, it was fantastic.
The other character that I just want to mention briefly, the guy that plays Rorschach, I think is amazing. And when you see him in the limited extras on the Blu-ray, he's probably a lot of extras, but
He looks horrible.
he's an amazing actor because he's nothing like that character in real life. He's actually the guy, from some of you that don't know, he's going to be playing Freddy Krueger in the new Nightmare on Elm Street. And after you see this movie, you'll see why. Because he's psycho.
Yeah, Rorschach's awesome.
Is that a Mickey Mouse straw?
It's a Mighty
Mouse.
Or Mighty Mouse, yeah. Mighty Mouse.
Here I
course,
come. We can't sing, can we?
No.
Copyrighted songs. Aren't we?
Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about as far as this review?
I don't think so. Make sure you comment. We want you to win.
Yes,
Win.
the DVD, the graphic novel. Please comment. Get
Comment
your friends
right below
to subscribe.
us.
Tell
Subscribe
them about
over there.
the giveaway. The ultimate, the one last thing I wanted to say is they've got the director's cut that's out now, DVD and Blu-ray. The ultimate version is coming in December. Basically, that's the director's cut with what you told me, the black freighter. In the graphic novel, there's a kid reading a comic book, and that's a whole other story. The comic book itself in the comic book, they don't even put that into the movie. But when the Ultimate Edition comes out, they will have that. So if you don't want to buy the Blu-ray or DVD now, you might want to wait for that in December.
I have that coming on Netflix.
Yes, Black Freighter, the cartoon, we're going to watch soon. I don't know if we'll review it, but they do have a separate cartoon movie.
I'll sure grow another one.
Yeah, so we're the Wisest Wizards. Watch us and subscribe, and we'll be picking a winner. Leave a post.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yep.
Can I headbutt you?